Okay. Aburua Buye Bushishe. Greetings. This is Iyani Faif. I don't even know my name. This is Iyani Faifa Ronke Efuntade, and welcome to Ose Obatala. Today we're going to be venerating Baba Obatala, and today is his day according to the Ifa calendar. We're going to be doing a couple of prayers this morning prior to my lecture. We're not going to keep it too long as normal, since it's just a few of us, okay? But we're going to be doing just a few traditional prayers just to get it started, okay? So let me go ahead and start with the opening prayer here. Okay, so today is Ose Obatala, like I said earlier. So you guys know Obatala is all about the head, the Ori, the one who governs the Ori, the one who made the human body, okay? But it was God that breathed life into our bodies, okay? So Obatala basically was the one who formed the human bodies. But I did want to go over some of his attributes a little bit more, okay? So Obatala is the kindly father of all the Orishas and all humanity. He is the owner of all heads, even the Orisha's heads. Though it was Olorun, Olodumare, which Olorun is also another name for heaven, who created the universe, and Obatala was the creator of the world and humanity. Obatala is the source of all that is pure, wise, peaceful, and compassionate. He is a warrior, and though he always enforces justice in the world. His color is white, which is often accented with red, purple, and other colors to represent his different paths. White is most appropriate for Obatala, as it contains all the colors of the rainbow, and yet is above them all. Obatala is the only Orisha that has both male and female parts, okay? So Obatala is, in a way, male and female, and also, too, when you figure out, when you become a priestess, you'll learn all the sides to Obatala, and there are 48 sides to his energy, okay? Obatala is the Orisha responsible for molding the physical form of humanity before God gives us life with his divine breath. He's always perfectly clean and expresses himself with the presence of Efun, which is a white chalk. Liquor and red palm oil are taboo to him and his followers. So whenever we venerate Obatala, we never give him any OT, which is strong liquor, and we never give him any red palm oil, okay? Obatala is the Orisha of logic, thought, and clarity. And those that are children of Obatala are generally logical and heady, meaning they're in their headspace a lot. Now, Efun is a white chalk that's made of ground snail shells and white clay. It is used for many, many things, okay? And it could be used to appease him because of its white color. It's also used for magical writings, paintings, and on the body during rituals as a powerful medicine. His offerings are coconut, cotton, cocoa butter, cornstarch, and bitter cola. His home is the mountains, and for this reason, gifts and foods are carried to these specific regions. Obatala embraces all his children with patience and love. Among his many qualities that he brings are intelligence, peace, and calm to the world. He intercedes with any Orisha for any individual who has difficulty, because it is his concern as the father of mankind and the owner of all heads. So if you want Obatala to intercede for you, say that you're saying a prayer to Oshun or Oya or any other Orisha, whatever you do forget to say in that prayer, you could have Baba Obatala to add those things that you have omitted, or those things that you may have forgot to say, okay, to intercede for you. Now, when we seek Obatala, we look up to the mountains. He is in the snow, covering the mountain peaks, and is seen as the wise old man of the hills. Obatala provides justice, renewal, and new beginnings. His children are albinos, and those born with physical or mental disabilities, okay? He holds them very, very close to him because it's a pataki where he was drinking. And with him drinking and getting drunk, he was still working. And in him working and molding the bodies, he got too drunk. And this is how he created the albinos and those people who have physical and mental disabilities, okay? So with such shame now, for what he did to those bodies, Baba doesn't drink anymore, okay? So this is one of the reasons why we don't give him any OT, okay? The unique function of Obatala within the realm of mysteries of nature is to provide the spark of light that emanates consciousness. To call on the Orisha, the chief of the white cloth, is to make a symbolic reference to that substance which makes consciousness possible. Now, with Obatala being the one who governs Yori, the mind, all the Yoris, I want to talk about how one can master their mind and their thoughts, okay? I talked about this before. It's always going to be an ongoing thing because this is something that one does battle with because the battlefield is in the mind, okay? So this is something I still want us to be able to master and to really, really hold on to, especially in these changing times that we're in right now. Now, mastering our thoughts could be one of the hardest yet most rewarding tools towards experiencing truly fulfilling lives. Know that it's possible to be the master of your own mind, but how often do you implement the phenomenal power to do so? The quality of our thoughts determine the quality of our lives. That's how important it is to encourage and discipline a mindset towards monitoring our thoughts and making sure we're planting roses in the garden of life instead of toxins. There are a few things we could focus on that can help us align our mind with our path. Knowing how to work with these points can help us to assess the issue and to learn how we operate in certain situations and emotional environments. And yes, environments can be emotional because all environments, all atmospheres have a certain vibration. Now, one thing we could tap into with mastering our minds are our emotions. Our emotions are like a guided system. It could be your biggest cheerleader on your path to being in control of your own mind. Not only do your emotions tell you when your frequency is the highest and the greatest, they also tell you when you strayed far away. Become consistently mindful of your emotions before your thoughts have a chance to run with preconditioned ideas or negativity. Emotions can range from a general feeling of anxiety, nervousness, anger. Regardless, simply experiencing the emotion means it's time to stop and evaluate your thoughts before they gain momentum. In doing so, you can acknowledge and release emotions rather than enhance the positive emotions and diminish the negative emotions, okay? This is going to help relieve unnecessary thought, worries, and those thoughts that are based in fear. So emotions kind of let us know where we are at times. Emotions can let us know what needs to be shifted and changed. A lot of times, certain atmospheres, like I spoke of earlier, could shift your emotions. And this is how you know when you need to move around from a certain place, when you need to change up your certain routine in a certain area, okay? If we ignore these certain emotions, we can be influenced by these things, and we could be altered by the positivity that we once was feeling when we first woke up, because we stepped into a certain environment. So we got to make sure that we trust our emotions in order to assess them and to evaluate not only ourselves, but the environment, so that we can move accordingly as far as to get away from these emotions and how to release them from our own physical self, okay? Now, there's no need to dwell on any negative emotion. Sometimes we can spiral down into this, especially when it's negative. We're trying to figure out the why, when, how, what, where, and what you should have said, what you should have did, okay? We got to learn not to do this, okay? As soon as we feel this negative emotion arise, we have to attack it with our intuition and with our discernment. We have to pinpoint its origin and attack it with positive energy and affirmations, okay? So don't go down the rabbit hole. You got to check yourself, all right? Now, Obatala is the creator of the human form, the body. Another way you can help to master your mind is to listen to your body. Your body is a finely tuned instrument, just waiting to advise you that your thoughts are taking you on an emotional roller coaster. When you allow this, due to the attention that you're giving to the negative or positive emotions, your external situation will begin to reflect those thoughts, okay? So if you haven't gone into your own mind and figured out what's going on, especially in negative situations, especially when you prolong those negative thoughts and the negative energy, you're holding on to it, you're going to start to feel these effects in your body, okay? This is where you find dis-ease in your body and aches and pains and stuff like that, okay? That's your own body telling you what's going on. So it's important to be in tune with your own body. Messages come from your body, okay? Like a tug in your stomach, sweat on your forehead, okay? Your body frowning up, a sudden headache, sudden aches and pains, okay? Feeling sick. This is your body letting you know that there's some negative energy or entity around you telling you, look, pay attention, something's going on, we got to get rid of this, okay? If you ignored your emotions in the first place, your body's always going to give you another chance to reevaluate your thoughts, okay? So you could change your path. All you need to do is just be mindful of it, okay? We have to learn not to ignore things or to stuff things away or to save it for another day because we want other people not to feel their emotions or not to feel the effect, okay? It's all about you. You have to make sure you're taking care of yourself first, all right? Stop putting things on the back burner, thoughts or things that you need to get rid of within your body and your mind for other people, okay? Because this is where blockages come in, all right? Now, we all know words are spells and that we live in a world of existence of hertz and frequencies and vibrations, okay? This world was created off of vibrations. This world vibrates off of frequencies and hertz, okay? This is what affects our astral bodies and our chakra systems, all right? Music is hertz, sound is hertz. Even this computer that I'm looking at vibrates at a certain frequency and vibration, okay? We're all affected by a lot of these things, okay? These frequency and vibrations have magnetic fields. The earth has a magnetic field, okay, with a certain vibration, and our bodies too have a certain magnetic field and vibration. So everything affects things vibrationally, all right? So with that being said, you have to also be mindful, which not only the environments that you're walking into or the emotions that may come up due to past trauma or things that are unhealed, but we also got to make sure that we are mindful of the things that we're feeding our body, those things that we're saying to ourselves, those things that we're eating, those things that we're consuming vibrationally through TV, music, or even other people's energies that we allow in our life, okay? We have to be truly mindful of that. So even the things that we say to ourselves, It also dictates the energies and emotions that we feel on a regular basis, okay? Now, habits could be our own enemy, all right? So it's a lot of times it's ourselves that puts us in that negative vibration with the things that we consume and the energies we allow in our lives. So if you know you need to cut out a certain habit, you know how it makes you feel, but you still do it. Why are you doing it to yourself? If you know you need to cut out a certain person in your life because you know how they make you feel when you leave from there, why are you still doing it? If things are not aligning in your path, they're not making you feel at a higher vibration when you're through with it, this is how you know that you need to get rid of it. All right? Stop carrying that. We're all on a different path right now. You guys know everything is shifting. There's no more playing around, okay? You can't have certain things blocking you from your path and your destiny. You have no one to blame but yourself for this. So you have to take the time to look at your lifestyle and see what it is that you're truly allowed to negative influence your energies and emotions. Okay, this is what gets rid of what no longer serves you into play. You guys hear people say, this is, get rid of what no longer serves you. This is what this is, okay? What no longer serves you is people that's giving you negative vibrations, those things that are giving negative energy and vibrations, making you feel a certain way. It doesn't serve you in your path, so get rid of it, cut it off, cold turkey, okay? You have to get rid of those things that are no longer a vibrational match to your purpose and your path. Once all that is done, okay, those things that are a vibrational match for you, that are of a higher frequency, will come to you, okay? And also too, you'll be able to vibrate into another higher frequency that you may aspire to, or those higher frequencies that you want to experience or reside in, okay? Some of us long to vibrate higher, but are unable to because of these emotions, negative energies that are bringing us down, okay? Now, as you take a look around you with your spiritual eyes and your physical eyes, you can see the shift in the Earth's frequency, okay? Like I said earlier, the shift is happening. You can see so many timelines changing, so many people leaving and entering your life. Now is the time to choose consciously on a daily basis what vibration you choose to be in. There's no more middle ground. You're either with the 5D or you're going to be left behind in the 3D and the karma that follows the old earth paradigms. So now it's time for us to make sure that we are forgiving ourselves and others. Make sure that we're healing ourselves, okay? Move forward with the new energies that are before you. Now, know that healing is always an ongoing process. It takes years to master. We're always going to be healing. There's just different levels to this, okay? But we got to be patient with ourselves, but make the conscious decision to walk forward in higher vibrations, okay? To no longer dwell into energies of the past that are connected to memories of those things that were allowed so your soul could grow and develop. The mind is a dwelling of manifestations, okay? So we have to make sure that the space is clear of blockages and debris so that it won't hinder your life and that it won't hinder your energies that you truly desire to reside in. Don't allow pain and negative emotions to drive your ego to block what's truly meant for you. Walk into your purpose and abundance in a divinely guided life. Ashe. Does anybody have any questions? Comments? No. You can unmute yourself.
Sorry, my grandson's on 10 today.
It's okay.
I would like to talk to you after this. Not in a bad way, you know. I just would like to talk to you because I have stuff going going all through my mind. And yeah, I just want to talk to you after this service.
Okay. I need to talk to Ifa Sotito first.
Okay.
And when I'm done speaking with her, I'm gonna call you on the
Okay.
phone.
Okay, that's fine.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Okay, my babies.
You guys hear me? I know the wind. I'm outside, the wind blowing. They working on their car next door. Child. So hopefully I'm gonna try my best. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Well, I definitely understand where you mean in terms of like cleaning out your mind and your spirit. Like I stay on social media a lot sometimes, like whether it's IG, Twitter, Facebook, because that's the main way you connect with people now. And it can be very how can I say, chaotic to kind of, the fact that you are exposed to so many opinions, you're exposed to so many other people's traumas as content, and you can find yourself feeling away and angry about things that ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's right. Mhm.
Like these are complete strangers, but I'm carrying what they were putting out there because that's what I chose, of course, because it's all consensual to engage with. But you don't intend to pick up a lot of what is put out there, but you are.
Yeah.
And so sometimes like it does take like those cleanings, those cleansings that you have to do to the divesting that comes with it, even when it comes to close family and friends, and how like the moment they found out that I was a priestess, I became everybody's counselor, I became everybody's helpmate. And I know that they don't like intentionally try to bring it to me, but like they will bring like emotional dumping. Now I'm upset, angry, want to fuck somebody up, ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, give me a name, number, birthday.
Okay, last for social shit.
Okay, I wanted everything. But you have to know how to separate it.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to I guess a little transparency, just like with everything that's happened with the billionaires and the submarine, and everyone's, who should be upset or who should be sad for a billionaire losing their life and all those things. But then, and you can feel the way that you want to feel. But then when the conversation goes into, do I carry anger because these people choose to hoard their wealth and not make sure that everyone around the world is able to access things, and that the reality is that the system was never built for us to, achieve certain things. So this is why we have our spirituality. This is why we practice hoodoo. This is why we practice EFI, because that gives us chances. And for a lot of people who don't understand that, they're carrying that anger. They're carrying, why is it that these people have more than I do? Instead of saying that because I know that the system is fucked up, I need to use what I need to do in terms of spiritual means to help me and my family navigate so that we don't experience what the world is experiencing. So once we start changing a lot of that negative, learn how to put some stuff down, but also, being able to watch what emotions we take in, I think that we would really do a lot better with how, we navigate, and the fact that, what we could be presently going through isn't as bad and is not as detrimental because we know how to navigate through it. But we definitely have to learn how to be really careful with what emotions and things that we take in, because while we're carrying anger and bitterness and everybody else's emotions, that can sometimes be a blockage for us. And things coming in because we carrying everybody else's shit.
Basically.
So so we definitely, I had to learn how to separate. And it has helped me. It's hard sometimes, especially when it's including people you care about. But you definitely have to be able to learn to separate so that your energy can flow.
Yeah, it's an on and off switch with that. And that's what a true mastery is. And you could kind of seem like a cold person by doing that. But it's like when they come to dump everything on you, they walk off and leave and they good, but you feel like shit because they just left it off on you. But actually, they're the one that's cold for doing that. But when you start to separate that and have your boundaries put up, that's when people are in their feelings. So, and then another thing with social media, like, you know, you're opinionated like me, and you would see something and be like, I got all this to say, but I'm not even gonna go there and say anything because once I open up that can of worms, everybody's gonna, that don't even know me, just gonna blah blah blah. And here we go, we fighting. You know what I'm saying? And social media, I think, is one of the big culprits to that. A lot of people being influenced, you know, emotionally and vibrationally, comparing people, comparing egos, logic, religion. And I think that was meant as a big distraction. And it's tore up relationships and stuff like that. And I think that, you know, detoxing from social media is one of the things that people should do for self-care, and for helping you aligning yourself with your path. And this is why I'm not on Instagram and Facebook right now. It's not only because of the other energies, but also too, you could feel people pulling on your energy because they have access to what they think is you as an identity. And so that's another thing. So that's why not only you have to be mindful of other people's negative emotions just by consuming what they see, but people could go onto your page and see your soul, Windows of the Soul, and send you negative energy as well. So it's what you allow access into you and to you. So most definitely, you have to learn how to separate that and know when to take breaks, because people out here crazy.
They crazy. What have you feeling away? I'm feeling away about what somebody over in Nova Scotia did, and I don't even know.
So you guys make sure that today you guys do venerate Obatala. Give him his offerings, coconut milk, any kind of milk, coconut milk, white rice, cotton. If you got little balls of cotton, give him 8. You can give him water, white flowers, and just thank him. And any help that you need with your relationship with your Ori, or just the battlefield of your mind, just go to him and ask him to help you with these things. Okay. No carbon copy. Ain't even like that. Ain't even like that. Just trying to match my swag. 'Cause